Hello, bright and shiny beacon of light. I'm Michael Sandler, your host on Inspire Nation. I've got the dream team here with Allie, with Jessica, also known as Pookie or the Pook Star, with Ruru sleeping tonight, but all of our team by our side. I've also got our angelic team by our side, particularly my guardian angel, Maximilian. And I've been having some talks with Maximilian before tonight's YouTube live event, which I'm going to share along with some very special animal, not synchronicities, appearances that have taken place. And I want to talk with you about that. Tonight, we are going to talk about all things guardian angel, how you can call in your guardian angel, how you can speak with your guardian angel, how you can build a closer relationship with your guardian angel, how you can get protection from your guardian angel, and almost everything except maybe how to tell your weather from your guardian angel, because what my guardian angel tells me is that guardian angels aren't that prescient. In other words, they're living in the here and now as much as we are. They just move at the speed of thought, so they have a faster time or an easier time getting us out of harm's way when need be. So we're going to talk all things guardian angel. With that said, I tend to say a angelic prayer when I start things. And I feel tonight to have you share this prayer with me, to help us all get grounded, to help us all get rooted, to help us all get the most out of this experience we possibly can. Now, I'm an archangel guy. Well, I guess I'm an angel guy in general. I wrote all the automatic writing experience, which helps you tap into your angels. But you can use this prayer going to your angels, going to your guides, going to your guardian angels, or to whomever or whatever you feel is on the other side. So feel free to join me right here as we kind of shift the energy, get centered, and dive into a beautiful, just over an hour or so, YouTube live event to help you connect with your guardian angel. Archangel Michael. Good evening, Archangel Michael. Good evening, Archangel Raphael. I know there are people on the other side of the world, so good morning. Good evening, Archangel Gabriel. Good evening, Archangel Uriel. Good evening, Guardian Angel, in my case, Maximilian. Good evening, Higher Self, Higher Team, and all angels, guides, and light workers, here for our highest good and the highest good of all. Please help me to get the most out of this event. Please help me to help everybody with this event. Please help this event bring me or bring you exactly what we need for our highest good and the highest good of all, or something better. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels. Can you feel the difference in the energy? Can you feel how that subtle prayer, or not so subtle prayer, created a shift in your energetic field? It's part of what we're going to be talking about here tonight, how angels are always by our side, particularly our guardian angels, just waiting to help us. In fact, in answer to question number one, do we all have a guardian angel? Yes, absolutely. Do we all have more than one? Quite possibly. Usually there's one in the forefront, there's another one in the wings. It can go either way. What I'm hearing right now is we always have two, but there is usually one who will take the lead and step forward. In fact, my wife Jessica and I were recording a video for our automatic writing program. And if you haven't checked it out, there will be lots of shameless plugs tonight, because we have a free masterclass you can take in addition to a full-on live class and program starting next week. But that free masterclass, Allie will be putting the link down there. And with that said, where do I want to go with this? I was recording a video. Actually, I was behind camera. Jessica was recording it. I was in front of the camera a few years ago in Basalt, Colorado, just outside of Aspen. And I'm recording this video talking about awe, the automatic writing experience, talk about where you can get this. And Jessica's recording and her jaw hit the floor. And after a minute of recording, I had to stop. I'm going, why? And I wish I hadn't judged. I judged. I thought she was yawning. Why are you yawning while I'm recording, Pookie? And she said, there was a mountain lion that jumped up from the hill behind you, appeared on camera, and ran off to the side. Now my jaw hit the floor. She had it on video. She replayed it. Giant mountain lion, this huge, like 3 long, stiff as a board tail. It was wild. And so what did I do? Well, we re-recorded, but I went the next morning into my automatic writing, which is how I can communicate with spirit. Or used to be what was required for me to communicate with spirit. It's gone a long way since then. And I go into my automatic writing and I say, who is this? Why did this mountain lion appear? And what I heard is, this is your guardian angel, Maximilian. I appeared in animal form to get your attention. I have been with you since the beginning of time and will be with you for all of your existences. I am here to help you get your voice out, to help you to roar, to help you to be the king of your pride. And on he went with messages relating himself to the spiritual significance of a lion. Confident, proud, fierce when necessary, but very gentle, calm, always looking around, always on alert, always paying attention. Since that time, I have called in Maximilian whenever there's been a time of need. In fact, I can hear Maximilian right now saying, tell him about the lions. That's right. I think it was my grandfather who gave me, my mom's dad, who gave me a giant stuffed lion about 3 feet tall when I was born. I was given another stuffed animal lion when I was born, and I think even a third one. And I have always been surrounded by lions. Now, what Maximilian would say is, I am not the animal that you saw, but animals are a blank slate. And we might come back to this more. Animals are a blank slate. They're more connected in that sense to spirit, not different or not better, just different. And so animals are easier for the angelic kingdom to move, those in the animal kingdom, to get our attention. And he says, animal forms are chosen as a way to show us the symbolism or the symbology behind our guardian angel. So my guardian angel this lifetime, Maximilian, and I'm told by a Hawaiian kapuna that she could see 2 guardian angels by my side. She saw them in fierce Hawaiian form. It's really cool, as Hawaiian warriors. But Maximilian appears to me in lion form this lifetime to share with me characteristics that I get to embody this lifetime. It's not how he appears in all lifetimes. So I'm riding along on my bicycle yesterday, doing a really long ride, longest ride I've done in nearly a decade. And I'm talking with Maximilian in my head, and I couldn't believe it. Out in I don't know if it's northern New Jersey, almost on the New York border, an animal hops out on the road and struts, I don't know, I think it was a her, but struts her way across the street. And it was a New Jersey short-tail bobcat, a mountain lion. I couldn't believe it. And Maximilian is like, do I have your attention now, Michael? And just at that point, I'm listening to music on Pandora, and I hear, In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. And I had other lion songs play during the duration I'm on this ride, and I'm going, okay, I get it. So, what does this mean? It doesn't mean just that I have Maximilian by my side. It means that you have your own Maximilian by your side, waiting in the wings, so to speak, to help you, not just with safety. And we're going to go there in a few minutes. I want to share with you all of the different ways that I know of, and there are many more, that we can connect or get assistance, power, access the power of our guardian angels. Our angels are frustrated. I want to say our angel friends. Our angel friends are frustrated. Why? Because thousands of years ago, we were operating out of heart rather than head. What does that mean? Is the brain bad? No. Is intellect bad? No, no, no. It's all good. Is science bad? No, it's great. I wouldn't be speaking to you here tonight if it wasn't for science. And I'm thankful for that. But really, until the time of the modern church a couple thousand years ago, give or take a few hundred years, we were all so individually connected to spirit. We called in angels. We called in guides. We called in other beings. Okay, we can go back even further than that. Although even maybe more recently in places like the UK, okay, Stonehenge is 4,500 years old, but these, I'll call them pagan traditions, animist traditions where we spoke to a rock, we spoke to a tree, we spoke to elves and gnomes, whatever we want to call it. I know this sounds silly, but we used to be completely and totally connected to spirit. And we lost that. I can hear the angels talking about the story of the eagle and the condor in Native American tradition. We went from the time of the, I may get this wrong, the time of the eagle connected in the heart to the time of the condor. Maybe I have that reversed. It feels reversed. And now we're going back to a joint time, the age of Aquarius. We went from a time of being connected to pure spirit to a time of being connected to pure our mind, not the greater mind. And now we're bringing them both together, sort of like we're going from an age we were in the divine feminine, then we went to a masculine, and now we're ascending to a higher level, to a combination, which is really, really cool. When it comes to the angelic realm, we used to be completely connected. And then we got in our heads. And I'm not talking about you or I getting in our heads. We've been domesticated. Don Miguel Ruiz, who we've had on the show numerous times, actually his son first mentioned it, but Don Miguel Ruiz wrote about it in the Four Agreements, how we have been domesticated. We have been trained by our family, by our teachers, by our society, who were trained by their family, by their teachers, by their society, who were trained by their family, by their teachers, by their society, by their family, to be separate from spirit. If you're here tonight going, how do I connect better with spirit? You are fully connected with spirit. You couldn't be disconnected from spirit no matter how much you try. But there is some legalese involved. And I can't tell you why. But just like we had on Stephen Greer last week, and we were talking about extraterrestrials who are already here. And he said that they're here to help if only we would reach out. And these are beings that are vibrating at a higher level of consciousness. The same rule applies in the angelic realm. These beings that are vibrating in a much higher frequency, much closer to God, you could say. Who's God? A bearded white guy in the sky? No. They're vibrating more at the frequency of pure love, at unity consciousness, we could say. I think Stephen Greer mentioned that term last week. At the level of unity consciousness, they require an ask. And thousands of years ago, we stopped asking. One generation stopped asking. The next generation stopped asking. The next generation said, that's silly. The next generation said, get real. The next generation said, be realistic. The next generation said, that's all woo-woo nonsense. And here we are today in 2021, and we have forgotten that we can ask to connect with our angels in each and every moment. Now, bring it to our guardian angel. Well, actually, let's go to this angels on the unemployment line. What in the world is he saying? Angels on the unemployment line. Our angels don't have enough work to do. And you're going, yeah, but this world is such a mess. Yes, but until we call them in, they don't have enough work to do. And they wish we would ask for them. So, when you're going, I don't want to bother the angels. They've got too much going on. Are you kidding me? They're watching down on earth going, what the? I can't help them unless they ask. Good call, Lumi. That's my kitty cat, Lumi. We get to make the ask. That's how I started this event tonight. Good evening, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel. Good evening, Guardian Angel Maximilian. Please help me. Please help me to help you. Please help me to have the most amazing show, to help the most amazing people, to help everybody. Step 1, make the ask. Start calling on your guardian angel. You don't need to know her name. You don't need to know his name. And I hear her, his. This is more of a human construct. There's the divine masculine, there's the divine feminine. Those are real. The labels that we put on them, that just helps us to identify. It's not essential for them. Just as giving a name is not essential unless they bring one forward. It's interesting. As a child, I was like, why is my name Michael? I wish my name was Max. Max is a cool name. Haha. It's because I was plugging into Maximilian's energy. I was plugging in to him being by my side. So first, we get to make the ask. Any and every chance you can. Just as my kitty is making the ask over and over and over again, there is no such thing as making too many asks or too big of an ask of your guardian angel. And in a few minutes, we're going to talk more about all the different ways that they can help us. But it's an interesting relationship. Number 1, we get to make the ask. Number 2, we get to make the listen and take action. I'm told the more we listen and take action, the more emboldened our guardian angel becomes. What does this mean? Well, let's say that you had a dear friend over and you asked her for advice. And she said, well, why don't you try X, or why don't you try Y? Why don't you try Z? And you don't do it. And then you have your friend over again and you ask her and she says, well, why don't you try this thing? Why don't you try that thing? And you don't do it. And you have her over again and she goes, why am I even giving you advice? You're not actually doing anything when I give you advice. Let's take the reverse scenario. We'll play with a her, him thing. You have your best friend over and he tells you you need to do A, B, or C. And you do it. Let's say you do A, whatever A is. And then he comes back over and you ask his advice and he says you should do B, and you do it. And he comes back over and you ask his advice and he says you should do C, and you do it. He gets more emboldened and energized because you're taking action on the information he's giving you. So What does this mean? It means we put the request out there for help. And not just for protection, but we can ask our guardian angel just about anything. And I'm just going to get there in a second. You listen, realizing that, if you have automatic writing, you can literally get words from your angels. I cannot recommend it enough. And Ali will put the link down there so you can get immediate access to our free online masterclass. But with that said, angels speak to us with the 3 S's: signs, symbols, synchronicities. You put the request out there to your guardian angel, and then, no, don't kick back. Look, listen, pay attention. See what you hear, see what you trip across, see what comes your way. And then take action on that. So the question is, what can a guardian angel help with? Can they help with protection? Yes, absolutely. Can they help with, it's funny, I was talking with Jessica at dinner. Can they help with you on a test? Yes, absolutely. Can they help you get a better job? Yes, absolutely. Can they help you call in a partner? Yes, absolutely. Can they help you improve your health? Yes, absolutely. Can they help you get more energy? Yes, absolutely. Can they help you? I took a nap earlier tonight. Can they help you wake up when you need to wake up and say, guardian angel, can you wake me in 30 minutes? Yes, absolutely. They can help with almost anything, because what they're doing is working on the other side of the veil and playing with energy. Yeah, but don't I need to go to a specialized angel? Like if I need some sort of protection, I need to go to Archangel Michael. If I need to go to some sort of healing, I go to Gabriel or Raphael. If I need some sort of... Actually, your guardian angel, I almost want to use the S word. I rarely use it. Should be your go-to angel first, because he or she, or if we don't want to call it binary, they know us best. They've been around with us since the beginning of our existence, and they will stay around with us through the end of our existence, which is interesting. I actually had a talk. We're going to go into a brief paradox. And so I did a lot of channeling with Maximilian before this talk. And he said, I've been with you since the beginning of time. I will be with you through the end of time. Okay, I buy that. I'm an infinite being. I'm an energetic being having an energetic experience in human form, and I'm infinite. I'm throughout time. Okay, I'll buy that. And then Maximilian said, and I was around far before you and will be around long after you're gone. Wait a second. Didn't you say I'm an infinite being? Yes. And you've been around long before me? Yes. Are you helping other people at this time? No, only you for this lifetime of your existence. In other words, for the infinite time of my existence. Have you helped others? Yes, many before you. Wait, if we're infinite and there is no before me and there is no end of me, then how is there before me? And what I'm told is that guardian angels are working on multi-dimensions and that time isn't as it appears to be. So the best description or understanding I have of this is they can work in other dimensions that appear as a dimension before our time, that appear as a dimension after our time. But in this dimension, they're here for our entire existence, which brings us back to the ask. They know us better than any other angel, because their entire existence right here and now is all about us. They've been waiting to help us. I don't know about you, but if you watched my life, even today, I do things that I'm going to guess an angel would think I was a bonehead. a loving, kind, gentle, huge-hearted, help everyone everywhere I can, step on my own 2 feet, put my foot in my mouth, bonehead. I'm a work in progress. I'm in human form. Awesome. Guardian Angel Maximilian would love to help me even more, so I bonehead even less, if I ask of him even more. So, if you want to shift your energy, go to your guardian angel. If you want protection or greater health, go to your guardian angel. If you've had a fight with your spouse and you're going, what do I do? Go to your guardian angel. If you've got an upcoming trip and you need protection, go to them as well. Jokingly, I said, well, what about the weather? It's supposed to rain here tonight. It hasn't. It's funny. It was supposed to rain. I spoke with my angel. It cleared up. But we were going to set up indoors because it had been supposed to rain. And Maximilian laughed. It can help to a certain extent. There's no question that's off limits. And there's no way they can't help if we ask. Now, I asked a guardian angel, so I asked Maximilian, I thought your entire job was about protection. Guardian angel. And Maximilian said, to a certain extent. But protection goes way outside the scope of what you think it does. Because what it is about helping raise your energy up and keep lower energy at bay. Not meaning bad energy, but it's a lot easier to go along your timeline in life, to go along your path, if you're choosing the upper room than if you're stuck in the lower one. And your guardian angel will help with that. On that note, your guardian angel has her or his own journey as well. Their journey is best suited by you asking for help. It's almost as if they get points every time they help you. And when they get a certain number of points accumulated, they can go on to another level, whatever that means. In other words, we're all in a process of ascension. We are all spiraling upwards, and all is without exception. Even God's source, love, universe is expanding, is growing, is always spiraling upwards. So, your guardian angel is by your side on his or her own unique journey as well. This is so important to understand. It's like, let's say somebody cooked you the most amazing meal and you didn't eat it. You turned it down. Or somebody gave you a gift and you turned it away. Or somebody offers help from the heart and you say no. It really hurts. We help people by accepting help. We help people by accepting people's goodwill, wishes, or gifts. We actually honor them with their gift. And we honor our guardian angels by allowing them to help. Now let's go to animals for a minute, because this is kind of cool. So let's go back to that Colorado day when a mountain lion jumped in. Was my guardian angel a lion? Is he a lion? Yes and no. Is he that animal? No. Was he in animal form? Yes, that goes back to the animal as a blank slate. When we have crows, when we have ravens, when we have bald eagles, when we have turtle, when we have frog, when we have crane, any animal that comes across your path is a blank slate that angels can help move around, as long as it doesn't hurt the animal, so that they can make us aware of their existence. So he wasn't truly an animal. Oh. I have fly that is literally landed on top of the camera. You might have seen it buzz by me. I am looking straight at you, and I am looking at fly, animal making a literal appearance. I have never had a green fly land, and green has been the color I've been so excited about over the last couple of days. I don't know why, this particular metallic green. He has landed on top of the camera and is preening himself right now. And I think might actually, now he's cleaning his hands right in front, just above the lens, might actually climb down. This is an example of making himself known. Is Guardian Angel Maximilian this fly? Absolutely not. Is he operating through this fly? Yes. Are our angels spirit animals? Or are our guardian angels spirit animals? No. Different thing. When you feel your cat is an angel by your side, you're right. When you feel your rooster is an angel in disguise, you're right. But there is a difference between animal spirit guides and guardian angels. Your animal spirit guide has shown up for this lifetime, or maybe countless lifetimes. They are likely members of your soul group to help you on your journey. All of our animals are animal spirit guides. Not all of them have as big of a role to play, but they're all here. Oh my God, I wish you could see this. This fly is doing a handstand so it can clean its back legs. Like Sir Meowsers. Sir Meowsers is certainly here to take care of us, to guide us, to keep us in a place of love, to help us call in family. It's the most brilliant, beautiful thing. Is he an angel in the skies? In a sense. Is he a guardian angel? No. So guardian angels will appear in animal form, but they are not our animals, our pets. But our pets can be the most amazing spirit guides in the world. What about those people that we see? You get a flat tire and somebody appears out of nowhere who just so happens to have just the right wrench, just the right size. They help you fix your tire and then they disappear. Can they be angels? Yes. Are they our guardian angel? It's more like the best way that I'm hearing it described is that they can help bump people into a certain place at a certain time in a certain way so that it may help us if it does not harm their timeline as well. It's like they're looking at this giant cosmic timeline and saying, here is how I want to arrange things so that Michael will bump into just the right person at just the right time and it will appear like an angel. That's the most common occurrence. But on rare occasions, yes, it could actually be your guardian angel making an appearance. Fly just flew off. I said that. What does that mean? What I hear is treat everyone you meet as if they're your guardian angel. Do that. Your guardian angel may be able to make more appearances, but it actually changes the energy and tenor of everyone and everything. Everything. Everyone and everything. I asked the angels, I asked Guardian Angel Maximilian, is there anything else I need to know? And I got, we are helpful, not harmful, kind, generous, unselfish, can see into the future only enough to guide you on your journey. The future is not written. We are not that prescient, but enough to help you on your journey if you're asked. Nothing can't be asked. The closer you build the relationship, the better. Yes, we can get your attention through animal sounds, absolutely. Through all of the signs, all of the symbols, all of the synchronicities. We'll provide you food when we need it. We'll put people on your path if you need it. Help you cultivate relationships so you never feel alone. And Maximilian says this is a key understanding. One of the greatest gifts that we have when we're alone is feeling all alone. What does that mean? It's like a fortune cookie. When you feel all alone, out of desperation, you may call in your angels, or you may call in your guardian angel. And that's the greatest thing you can do in the world. Because if you take time when you're alone to call in your angel and call them in more and call them in more, you start to get this warm and fuzzy feeling that you are no longer alone, that you couldn't be alone. That changes everything. I'll go back to an earlier experience with my guardian angel before I knew it was my guardian angel. I'm doing a bike ride across the country. I'm solo and unsupported. Huge ride, 5,000 miles. Did it in 40 days. And this is back in 2004. And I had just had a really rough day. A day, I don't know if I had ridden 150 miles or so. Actually, I think it was more like I rode 100 miles. I walked something like 50 miles. I was on the bike like 20 hours that day. It had been raining on me. It was night. It was dark. I'm walking my bicycle. I'm completely exhausted. My headlight is conked out. And I'm praying and asking for safety and guidance. And just as I did that, the clouds parted. A full moon appeared, beaming light before me, and helped guide me into town. Truly an angelic miracle experience. I made the ask, and from that moment forward, I have never felt alone at night or in the dark ever since then. And I did not like the dark that much. I did not like being alone at night, even as an adult. Now I have the love bug who's singing, and I have never felt alone since. So you can start cultivating and molding this relationship with your guardian angel. Certainly for me, I go into automatic writing several times a day. That's my way of initially calling them in. But you can start. The kitty is in the window, looking outside and crying, which is fairly unheard of. So Jessica is going to try to turn on an outside light and see if she sees anything. This is interesting. Jessica's on the other side of me. And Jessica's going to sneak outside for a minute and see if she sees anything. The world is such a magical place. You're not alone. You're never alone. You couldn't be alone. As you cultivate this relationship, and I'm waiting to see if Jessica sees anything, because there's some wildlife that's walking by the RV right now. I'm just not sure what it is. But when you start calling in your angel and building that relationship, cultivating that relationship, you will never, ever feel alone again. It's not possible. So with that said, I want to open it up to some questions here. We're going to dive into questions for a little bit, and then we're going to do a short guardian angel meditation. Probably keep this a little bit on the shorter side here tonight. I think it's been a long week for everybody, so I want everybody recharged and rejuvenated for the week ahead. First off, Bonnie Edie joined the Inner Circle. The Inner Circle, you click on that join button down below. There's so many behind-the-scenes videos that we can do. There's occasional attunements where we help raise your vibration up. It was daily attunements, but it's been hard to keep up the daily attunements on the road, so I don't want to promise that, but we've got lots of attunements where we raise your frequency, lots of behind-the-scenes videos, and good stuff that we give you as well. So you can click on that link below and basically get all this behind the scenes, backstage goodness by joining the Inner Circle. And to get access to a free masterclass on the automatic writing experience, where you can learn how to channel your angels you can simply click the link that Allie is putting in the chat box below, and you too can learn how you can become a channel. It's not rocket science. All of us can speak with our angels. All of us can go into a meditative state, put pen to paper, and in only a few minutes, it takes a little practice, be speaking with angels. It's not difficult because the angels are so accessible. All right, so let's dive into questions here. Julia Ventrini, my guardian angel is always there for me, but how do I know her or his name? Judy, ask. If you don't do automatic writing, that's fine. But at night before you go to sleep, I want you to ask for your guardian angel's name. And ask repeatedly. Ask over a series of days if you don't get it at first. Because oftentimes we do get it, but we get it in a dream, or it came to us and then we fell back asleep and we forgot it. But listen for that name. Oftentimes they will give it to us. It's not essential. Names have a resonance. They have a frequency to them, which is brilliant. But also they're kind of this man-made box to help us define something. So if the name doesn't come right away, do not worry about it at all. Tammy. Oh, it's a brilliant question, Judy. I saved an owl yesterday. It was so majestic. Wonder what that means. She was beautiful. Oh my God, what a gift, Tammy. An owl is an animal that surfs both sides of the veil. What does that mean? It means that they are here right at dusk. They are a transition animal between daylight and night, between night and dawn. And what this means is you are being encouraged to open your eyes more to what is unseen, to the unseen world, Tammy, to what is right before you, but can't seen until you adjust your eyes. In other words, the other side of the veil, and this veil, and I teach a Wednesday evening master class where we're diving into the ancient secrets of, or the secrets of the ancient Egyptians and their magic, and it's just fascinating. And we were talking last week about the pyramids and about the veil of Isis, the goddess Isis, and whom, if you peel back the veil, and it's a very thin veil, you can see into the eyes of God. And the eyes of God are yours. The owl is representative of seeing from these eyes of God, of seeing from yourself on the other side of the veil. And the owl is asking you to make that ask, to make that step forward, or that winged flight, to start playing more on the other side. Certainly, it could be automatic writing, could be dream work, could be working with tarot or oracle cards. But that you, Tammy, get to start playing on the other side of the veil and believing, I know the messages are already coming to you, believing what you are hearing and taking steps forward based on that. It's a message from the spirit world that you get to play on both sides, and take what you learn in the spirit world and bring it back to transition animal between day and night and day. Take it back to the here and now. What a brilliant! I want to hear how you saved it. That is so cool. And thank you, Tammy, for saving our owl friend, who, yes, may have been placed there by your guardian angel. Melissa Knight, why is it that when I go into automatic writing, every time I ask the angel's name, they tell me I don't need to bother myself with their names? Melissa, this is exceptionally common. Because, so here's the thing. I've gone into automatic writing for thousands. I wish I had the exact number. Thousands of sessions in automatic writing. And I go to a whole slew of angels. And what we get to understand is both angels are real And angels are an aspect of ourselves because we are the divine. There is a unity. There is a unity consciousness. We are all one. And so angelic energy can morph. It could be Michael. It could be Raphael. It could be Gabriel. It could be Uriel. It could be all of the above. It could be none of the above. And so oftentimes our angels don't want us to get hung up on it. It is this one angel in particular. In fact, although I've grown quite a relationship with Michael in particular, it wasn't until this past fall, I guess that was 2020, that one angel in particular has started stepping forward. And I knew I needed to do some more research specifically on her, him tonight. And I didn't know why, and now I do know why. And that is Uriel. And I say her, him, because it's Uriel in male form, and I guess they say more like Ariel in female form. But Uriel has stepped forward and said, I need you to make a stronger connection with me, which I've done on occasion, but get to do an even better job. But unless they step forward by name like that, don't worry about it. Again, we can go and ask for our ask for our guardian angel's name if we desire. But even if that doesn't come forward, do not worry about it at all. All right, brilliant questions here tonight. Kim, whoa, playing with the mic. Should we encourage others by telling them about our own angels? Does that help overall? I love it, Kim. I'm going to say rock on. I feel like Wayne in Wayne's World. I think if people are receptive, they'll hear you. If not, they'll either tune you out or go the other way. Do not ever, 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 ever thrust your spirituality on anyone, because we all come along at the speed at which we can handle. And so, for my mom, who named me Michael, which is the name of an archangel, she said, I don't know about this angel stuff. Doesn't seem, and she's a good Jewish mother, doesn't seem very Jewish. Mom, Michael's in the Bible. Allow people to come along at their own pace. It's an Old Testament. It's probably a New Testament as well. But what we can do is share where we are at. Share what we do. This, and I'll bring up all the automatic writing experience, this was a huge stretch for me because I started doing automatic writing many years ago, but it was not until I was, Jessica mentioned it first, and then I was out tromping through the forest at Pyramid Mountain. Not sure if it's a state park, but Pyramid Mountain in Boonton, New Jersey. And I heard the angel say, you're going to need to write this book. And I'm like, no, not me. Got the wrong guy. I'm not an angel expert. I'm Michael, life coach, an inspirational speaker. I was new with our show, but, voice of Inspire Nation, decent interviewer. I'm not an angel expert. And they're like, au contraire, we will give you this, but this is your charge. You get to do this. And it took a long time to get comfortable in my own shoes or in my own skin to be able to do that. So rather than saying, you've got to speak with angels, you've got to speak with guides, I used to say, and I still don't say, you've got to do this. I used to say, here's what I do. And that is one of the kindest statements we can do. Here's what I do, rather than you should this or you should that. That's why I'm so careful with that should word. Because what you resist persists. If you tell anyone, I learned today that I learned more about Jessica's grandfather. And she had a grandfather on her mother's side that was a very strong, high-ranking military official, among other things. And if you butted heads with him, it may not have ended well. Excuse me. Thank you. great-grandfather. And what I know, still doesn't always work out. If I butt heads with Jessica, her great-grandfather comes through. And it may not end so well. I cannot tell her to do anything, and I love her so, so dearly. But if I was to tell her, you must meditate, which she does already. You must do automatic writing, which she does already. You must wear plaid, whatever. If I tell her to do something, and she's the closest person to me in the world in physical form, she ain't gonna do it. If I start doing something day after day, she might get curious. She might get interested at her own pace, in her own way, on her own path. Brilliant question. Karen, can our angels come across on things like spirit boxes? I'm not sure what a spirit box is. I must admit my ignorance. I'm going to have to look up, Karen, what is a spirit box? But our angels have a limited and great, it's interesting, they have a limited and great power on what they can influence in this world. What that means is they have a limited ability to turn blood into wine, for instance, to affect the physical, with the exception they can change lettering around. They can change timing of different things around. They can have animals and even people say things at just the right time to affect us. So my guess is, though I'm not familiar with what a spirit box is, and afterwards I'm going to go, oh my God, of course, blah, blah, blah. My guess is that they do have an ability to manipulate things so that we can hear them. Rain. How do you stop fearing the dark? I still fear dark spirits and demonic poo-poo. That is a great question, Rain. So first off, I call in your guardian angel and make the greatest relationship in the world with your guardian angel. Secondly, I would go get some clearing assistance from someone to look at if you have any I call them hitchhikers. Any spirits that have attached themselves to you, and I don't believe they're bad, I don't believe there's any such thing, that have married themselves to your wounds. So, if you have a wound of loneliness, of fear, of PTSD, whatever your wound is, we all have wounds, and you're in a weak space, you can attract something in that is desperate to hold on, to have a life preserver. And that spirit can stay with you until she or he is set free. And so you might get some assistance on helping send those spirits home, because the fear may not be yours. And so that is one place I would play with this, because my guess is, Rain, that you do have nothing negative. You do have spirits that you get to shed. Can you do the work on your own? Absolutely. Is it impossible? No. Do I need to pay somebody? No. Does it help? Yes. Do I need it? No. But I would start working on that. I would also do clearing work, which I talk about a lot. Things like emotion code or EFT tapping or shamanic journeying, to help you clear some of the wounds and blocks around the darkness. Where do I start, Michael? That's too much. Go to your guardian angel. Write to your guardian angel tonight. Call in your guardian angel before you sleep. That's where I would start. Neilma, can a negative spirit come through automatic writing? Do you do a protective prayer before starting? Neilma, I always have people do a protective prayer each and every time. I do it for myself each and every time. It's not so much that you're attracting negative spirits. A big difference between automatic writing and a Ouija board, for instance, or Ouija board, is a Ouija board is you're casting a net up to any spirit that's coming by. You never know what you're going to get. And to me, there's no such thing as good spirit, bad spirit. There are spirits that are more aligned, and there are spirits that are higher vibration and lower vibration. But why do you want to attract in a lower vibration spirit? So yes, always say a protection prayer. always go to the light. What is a great protection prayer? A great protection prayer, here's the one that I use each and every time. And I go to God. You can go to Source, Universe, Buddha, Allah, Jehovah, Adonai, Allah, Mother Mary, whomever, whatever you want. I call it God, but I don't believe in a bearded white guy in the sky. Thank you, God, for guiding me with your love and light. Thank you, God, for surrounding me with your love and light. Thank you, God, for protecting me with your love and light. Thank you, God, for imbuing, filling each and every one of my cells, for imbuing me with your love and light. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And you kind of surround yourself. You can imagine surrounding yourself in this protective, beautiful, golden, glowing bubble of love and right from that place. I would use this for your automatic writing. And certainly you can check out that free masterclass. Ali will put the link there down below. You can use it for your automatic writing. You can use it before you go into a meeting. You can use it before going into the train station or a subway or an airplane flight. You can use this prayer anytime you want. And I love to call it an acronym, call it G-SPY, guiding me, surrounding me, protecting me, imbuing me. And if you mark this timestamp, you can come back and replay it if you didn't catch this to be able to get this protection prayer. Arlene, my friend had her daughter murdered opening up at work years ago. Why did angels let her? Ooh, okay. Let her have such a terrible death. Arlene, couple things here. First off, the angels are not responsible for her having anything. A guardian angel can help you if you call them in along the timeline of your existence according to your contract. So, Arlene, what we have to understand or get to understand here, or get to start to begin to play with, is, and I hear the word of Paul Selig's guys rattling through my brain right now, God is, God is, God is. It means that everything is the divine. A lot of things are very hard to swallow and are really painful, and grief and certainly murder are incredibly tragedies. There's no doubt about it. But everything is happening at a higher level for our highest good and the highest good of all. What does that mean? I've had 2 near-death experiences. I know that this is not all there is. I don't pretend to know exactly what's on the other side. I did know. You did know. I will know again. You will know again. But I know there's another side. And I know that we make a soul contract. And I know that we come here with a general plan and path. And I know that we are here to expand and to grow and to experience trials and travails along our path. I encourage all of us that we no longer need to learn from fear and pain, that we can choose a higher room. In fact, I have a Paul Selig interview coming out Tuesday on choosing the upper room, why and how we don't need to learn from fear and pain anymore. And I can't recommend you see that enough. That'll be Tuesday night. But with that said, this Earth School requires that we come in through a tunnel and we exit through a tunnel. What that looks like and how it takes place has a lot of symbolic meaning and a lot of teachings behind it. My birth story, as does yours, Arlene, has a dramatic effect on you this lifetime. My birth story was like a tight squeeze, and thongs were used to pull me out. And now truly that birth story repeats itself each time I try to go out, as it seems like a tight squeeze to get me out the door. Now, I don't know what the end of the other end of that story is, but that will help me on my growth as well. So, Arlene, what I'm saying is, she had the death that she had for her to learn something, because she's eternal, for her to learn something far greater than the immediate pain she experienced, which was temporary. It may have been horrific. I'm not making light of it at all. I don't make light of anything here. It's real. I'm not going, well, you're just having an energetic experience and none of this is real. Bullshit. I call bullshit. It's real. But it's part of the story of her existence for her growth, for her highest good. I've had, like I said, 2 near-death experiences. The second one, spirit came in. Actually, my spirit came in, the part of me that is everywhere at once, and said, I did this to you and for you to help you to learn, to shift your path. So, Arlene, this happened for not just her, but this happened so that everyone around her could choose, if they desire, to learn and grow. It affected certainly your friend's path. It affected your path. It affects everybody around you, and may actually over a lifetime have a very powerful positive impact. Wow, we've got so many great questions. Let's see how many I can get through. If I was Jessica speaking through me, she would say speed round, but I don't know how to speak that quickly, so I'm just going to do what I can. A boho, a question that I'm not going to have a good answer tonight for, but I would like to dive into it. Boho, I've been told my angel is Archangel Haniel. Do you know anything about him by chance? I do not. So certainly you can go looking online, but I recommend more than that, developing a personal relationship with Haniel and writing to Haniel in automatic writing, or just even calling Haniel in before you sleep and saying, I'd like to call in Archangel Haniel. I'm calling in Archangel Haniel. I'm calling in Archangel Haniel. Can you show yourself to me tonight? Can you show me who you are? What do I need to know about you? What can I learn from you? Why are you here? How can I grow and cultivate this relationship? So that's where I would start with Haniel. Karen, I was told by a psychic that I have 2 guardian angels. It was a really bad time. Do you think it was temporary? I still have both of them. Guardian angels, Karen, are for all of eternity, of your eternity. All of eternity for your eternity. So if you had 2 guardian angels, you will always have those 2 guardian angels. Always, always, always. Guardian angels do not come into your life and leave your life. Other angels will. Other being spirits will. Spirit guides will. And different spirit guides will step forward at different times. And I can picture, like, I had a reading once where there are all of these, all I can picture is like Chinese warriors lined up row after row, 1,000 upon 1,000 upon 1,000 upon 1,000, who are there to step forward to help me on my path. But they are not my guardian angels. The guardian angels will be there for always, Karen. So I'd give thanks for what the psychic told you then, and I would start to create. I'd replay this and replay this again, and I would certainly dive into automatic writing. It's a really easy process to learn. I would start to cultivate that relationship now. Why? It'd be fun. Why? It'd be cool. Why? It will help you with everything for this lifetime and beyond. Karen, hi, my mom is watching you live, and I would like to know if you have ever seen dragons. Arg, dragons. I've done visualizations, Carolina, with dragons. I have not seen dragons. I have done ayahuasca experiences or ayahuasca journeys with a shaman, and I have seen, the closest I have seen is, I was going to be this, I'm laughing at it. It wasn't very laughable at the time, but I guess I handled it well. The old school shamanic training was a true shaman. Take it for what it's worth. A true shaman will be completely dismembered and then reassembled through shamanic ceremony. whatever that means, whether that's with plant medicine or not, will be a complete disassembling, certainly of the ego, and then a reassembling. But you could call it a dismembering. So I am here in this ayahuasca journey. And the ayahuasca journey to me is just a tuning of the frequency. It's a different world that always exists, where it's sort of like, if you're listening to, I don't know, 97.5 FM, 98.5 always exists. You're just tuned into 97.5. So I go from the earth dial to the ayahuasca dial. And on the ayahuasca dial, I am strapped down to a conveyor belt. And I'm being led down the conveyor belt to you could call it a dragon. It is more of a serpent with giant serrated metal teeth, and it's a metal industrial serpent going up and down and up and down and gnashing teeth, and it opens its mouth and giant flame comes up from behind its mouth and down, sort of like a fire-breathing dragon, and up and down. And it's clear I am about to be eaten alive and dismembered and torn apart and cooked alive by this dragon. And I went to love. And I sent the dragon love. And basically, like the protection prayer earlier, I sent the dragon love and life, and at the last moment, poof, it disappeared. So I can't say that that was a dragon or what exactly it was, but that is the closest experience I've had to seeing dragons. JB, last week I got a lot of repeating numbers. I asked to be given the message I needed to know, and I had a lucid dream with Harry Potter characters. Did I miss the message, or is it my over-imagination? Neither. So I would look at it. If you know what the Harry Potter characters are, I'd write them down. If not, and I would certainly ask in automatic writing. I don't believe you're overthinking at all. But I would ask for greater clarity. I would ask specifically to your angels or to your guardian angel, can I have more clarity on what this means? The only overthinking part, I can hear, JB, that the mind is strong in you. Nothing wrong with that. That'll serve you really well, JB. Is that you may be overthinking the interpretation rather than going on what first hits your heart. Because there is no time and space. Neither of that is real. All that's real is energy. And so that first thing that comes in tends to be exactly what it is. And then we try to over-interpret. So I'd go back there, and if need to, I would ask for more angelic assistance on this one. So we're going to go for, I think, just a few more minutes, and then we are going to dive into a meditation. Let's see here. Knowledge Quest. I too have seen flies in groups of 3 recently. What is the angels trying to tell me? Well, 3 is such, to me, 3 is the ultimate number of co-creation. There is you, there is them, there is we. There is me, there is spirit, there is the co-creation of all of us. And so I look 3 at the ultimate number of co-creation. What are you trying to create at this point? What are you trying to bring forward? What is it that working with the divine you can help birth, sort of like you and another make a third? What is it you can bring forward to the world? That's what I think the angels are trying to get your attention with the 3. Marty, I also had a lovely experience with an owl yesterday, but just as I was leaving the beautiful area, came across a dead owl, and it was a real downer. Any thoughts? And Marty, I came across a dead owl this past fall too, and I put the owl to a nice sacred place, said some prayers for it, came back a while later, and it was gone. And I thought it was just the most wild thing. It was planted there by spirit. Why it was planted there for spirit, I can't say, except to get my attention. And so if owl makes herself or himself known to you, even not in the living, the meaning behind it still exists, still real. Although I would also say, yeah, more awareness, care. I don't like using the word be careful, but see what you're doing and see if any care needs to be taken in any way, shape, or form. Are you moving too fast with something? Are you on the ragged edge or something? Is there something that you can slow back, be a little bit wiser about, or be a little bit more prudent about? That's what I might hear behind that as well. Karen, I was told by, okay, so question number 2. I think we can get through this quickly. I was told by a different psychic that Sandalphon was hearing me and helping me. Does that mean Seraphon is one of my guardian angels? No, Sandalphon would be one of your archangels. But your guardian angel is not an archangel. Your archangel is not a guardian angel. Guardian angel or an archangel helps many, 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 many souls. Your guardian angel right now helps you. So, can you have an archangel who's by your side for all of this lifetime and beyond? Absolutely. Do they know you really well? Absolutely. Do they know you as well as your guardian angel? No. Guardian angel, that's their job. Sort of like your pet. That's their job, is to study you, to learn you, to be with you, to almost be you. So they are different in that regard. Does it mean that you don't go to Sandalphon? No. If an angel presents his or herself, go to them, go to them, go to them, go to them, go to them. But don't neglect your own personal guardian angel. Have I heard of Archangel Ramiel? In meditation was given this name. Just because I was not does not mean that they are not real, or does not mean that a different pronunciation of them is not real as well. So I would dig into it. I'd look online. If you don't find anything close, I would just write to them. Again, the name is less important than the energy behind it. And my challenge for you is to cultivate the relationship with the angelic realm. That is so important. All right, here we go. Last few questions. Do I know anything about Dolores Cannon's quantum healing hypnosis technique? Mark, what I do know is that I have had several past life regressions through Dolores Cannon, trained past life regression therapists. So I don't know anything specifically about this technique, but Dolores Cannon was magical. And so my guess is that her work is, QHHT might just be another name for her past life regression work. In which case I couldn't recommend it enough. There is a practitioner who teaches something based on her work in Australia, who I also can't recommend enough for the work that she is teaching. And her name is Sian, Sian Chua, Chua. And I think she'd be all right with me giving that out to everybody. Sian Chua, who really has been taking Dolores's work, who was trained, she was personally trained by Dolores Cannon, has been taking her work to a new level. Amy, what about grandparents or relatives that have passed? Are they with us? Absolutely, but they're on their own journey. What does that mean? Time and space are not real. So you can call in your grandparents at any point. In fact, I have a whole chapter in automatic writing, whole chapter in here on how you can call them in. I teach about it as well in our online program. You can call them in. It's not like they're flittering around doing their own thing, and so they don't have time for you, because time is not real. You can call them in at any time. I can call them in at any time. They're always here with us. With that said, you can choose to cultivate a relationship, a closer relationship with one or many at a particular time. And at a particular time, sort of like my mentor, Jack, they can be coming in to really get our attention in the here and now. Do I go for the last question here?
There's only one more.
There's only one more? All right. So last question. Do animals have angels? That's a brilliant question, Starwolf. And I get yes, because they're spiritual beings having a spiritual existence. They're energetic beings having an energetic experience in their animal form. And so they have angels as well. They have guardian angels as well. They are on their own path as well. And that makes perfect sense. So, all right, let's dive into a meditation. First off, you can, if you click that link in the chat room that Ali is going to put there, you can attend a free masterclass on automatic writing. And we've got Tuesday night, we have Paul Selig coming up, same time as this on Tuesday night on this channel. So you want to click that subscribe and that bell icon. That is going to be an awesome show. Let's do a really brief guardian angel meditation. How's that sound? All right. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening. I want you to take a nice deep breath in and out. In through the nose, down to the belly, and out. In and out. As you continue to breathe in and out, I want you to imagine that the room starts to glow brighter and brighter and brighter still. With each breath, you see this glowing white, glowing a golden light goes brighter on the inhalation, even brighter on the exhalation. You breathe in, you see this glowing light, and out, even brighter. In, it's almost as bright as the sun, and out, brighter still. This light that you are breathing in and out of you is light from the angelic realm. This golden light is always around you, always inside of you, always perfusing every cell of your being. And it is a coherent light. It is a light of divine wisdom. It's a light of divine intelligence. And it's a light carried to you, and for you, from the angelic realm. As you breathe in and out in this glowing golden light, right now in this light, it is so incredibly easy to call in your guardian angel. And so that's just what I'd like us to do. I'd like you to take a few more deep breaths, seeing this glowing golden light. And now I'd like you to repeat after me. I call in my guardian angel. I call you in here. I call you in now. I call you in for this moment and for all time. Please make yourself known to me. Please help me to cultivate a closer relationship with you. Please help bring me the signs, symbols, and synchronicities I need. Not just for my highest good and the highest good of all, but to make it incredibly obvious you are by my side and here to help me on my journey. Please help me, guardian angel. Please guide me, guardian angel. Please keep me safe, guardian angel. And please help me build this relationship and make yourself known to me. Here, now, and this evening when I sleep. blatantly obvious, incredibly easy to see, so that I may know who you are, what you are, and so that I may know that you are by my side, now and forever always. I will do my part to ask for help. I will do my part to listen and look for those signs, symbols, and synchronicities. Thank you for always being by my side. Thank you for always watching over me. And thank you for always being there to help, if only I would ask. And so now, here in this glowing golden light, I am asking for your help. I am asking to cultivate this relationship. And I am asking for closer communication with you now and for always. For my highest good and the highest good of all, or something better. Thank you, guardian angel. Thank you, guardian angel. Thank you, guardian angel. Breathe in and out into that golden light and out. One more time, in and out. As I'm doing this, I'm putting my hands on my chest. You can do this as well. Feeling the light entering my chest, feeling it fill every cell of my being, and putting me in the most perfect, angelic state of love and light. Call on your angels for anything you need. Call them in for protection, for safety, for security, for health, for wealth, for whatever you need, for stability at this time. This is the most unstable time that humanity has ever gone through to help us in the ascension process. Don't go it alone. Call in your guardian angels each morning. Call them in throughout each and every day. They are here to serve you. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels. Thank you, angels. And with that, my work is done here for the evening. I want to thank you so much for joining us. I want to thank Allie for running all things chat, Jessica for running all things chat. I want to thank you, Guardian Angel Maximilian, for the beautiful talks over the last few days, for the bobcat that made an appearance, for our kitty cats. Happy? Oh, happy Lionsgate Portal. I was thinking about that earlier today. 88 and 888. So happy Lionsgate. Isn't that interesting? That is the Guardian Angel Maximilian the Lion show on the Lionsgate show. Nothing's by coincidence. Nothing. Say that again. Who made a beautiful donation? Whole Life Boogie. Thank you so much for your generous donation. How does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? Oh, I love you guys so. Say that again. Of course, there's a new moon in Leo today. Talk about all of the lion significance. Woohoo! Of course, the new moon is in Leo. How does it get any better than this? I love it. So I have a stuffed animal giraffe. It almost feels like I need a stuffed animal lion one more time in my life. Any last words, Jessica, off camera? And I've got Lumi looking at me. Kitty cat, he's kind of like dopey looking at the moment.
Who's your little lion?
He is our little lion.
Lovebug is your lioness.
And Lovebug is my lioness. Absolutely. All right. I'll see you guys Tuesday for a premiere with Paul Selig. Thursday, we've got another magical compilation. Come join me next Sunday as well. Certainly, if you want, attend our manifestation mastery class. We're diving into all things ancient Egyptian magic. It is so, so cool. And Allie can leave the link below. And just make that connection. Make that connection here. Make that connection now. Make that connection to your guardian angels. All right. Love you guys so much. Have a most beautiful evening and blessed week ahead. Keep on shining bright. Woohoo! Love you guys. Night.